Good day, everyone. I'm Roland Marquez. Today, we are exploring one of the most significant shifts in our field, the impact of generative AI on the fundamental subsystems of distance education. We will evaluate where AI offers benefits and where it presents challenges to these different subsystems. To understand the AI's impact, we must first look through the lens of systems theory. As Michael Moore and Greg Kearsley famously stated in 2012, distance education is not just a teacher talking to a camera. It is a complex system. It relies on the synergy of four distinct subsystems: core design, teaching, learning, student support, and organization. Today, we will ask a critical question: does GenAI enhance the intentionality of the system, or does it risk turning our carefully planned pedagogy into a reactive, automated process? Let's start with the design subsystem. We often use the ADDIE model: analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. AI has become a powerful cognitive partner here, particularly in the development stage. It can chunk information effectively and help us apply the TPAC framework by suggesting ways to blend content with technology. However, there is a risk. Quality distance education is a team effort. Authors like Jan Thiessen and Vincent Ambrock remind us that human editors add a value added quality that AI cannot replicate. If we let AI replace the synergy between the designer and the editor, we risk losing the instructional integrity of our materials. In the teaching and learning subsystem, the core is communication. Terry Anderson notes that teaching presence is about designing and facilitating cognitive processes. AI can handle the routine, answering FAQs, or providing instant formative feedback, which actually frees up the human instructor to engage in what Vanessa Denon calls the discursive negotiation of knowledge. By stimulating the internal voice of the teacher, AI can reduce the psychological gap between us and our students. But we must be careful. If the interaction becomes too mechanical, we increase transactional distance, and our students may begin to feel isolated and disconnected. One of AI's greatest strengths is in student support. In a distant setting, students need high levels of self direction. AI can analyze data to identify students who are falling behind before they even realize themselves, allowing for mass personalization. However, the Commonwealth of Learning reminds us that student support is often about overcoming personal situational barriers. While a bot can tell a student how to reset a password, it cannot yet provide the empathy of human centered counseling required to help a student navigate a life crisis while pursuing their degree. The management subsystem is often the unsung hero of distance education. As Saplala and Westergaard point out, the speedy dispatch of materials and quick turnaround times for grading are vital for keeping students motivated. AI excels here, automating administrative flow and marking. The challenge for us as administrators is policy lag. Our technology is moving faster than our rules. We must urgently establish new frameworks for academic integrity and intellectual property, especially when content is being co created by humans and AI. The sustainability of distance education. So, what possible futures for DE as a mode of instructional delivery do I see? I believe that distance education will continue to thrive in the future. Its integration to regular educational institutions will just get stronger, and will probably be a major and important part of its system. More and more people can see the advantages of studying at home because of the many advantages it has and the technology we now have to make this happen more smoothly and effectively. The more people make use of DE, the more people would understand its nature and features, eliminating the academic bias or credential discrimination people have with DE. For ChatGPT, the future of distance education as a mode of instructional delivery will likely become more flexible, interactive, and learner centered. Instead of simply giving learners reading materials or recorded lectures, distance education will increasingly focus on well designed learning experiences that include activities, feedback, collaboration, and real life application of knowledge. It is also expected to support lifelong learning by offering short courses, professional training, and flexible study options that fit the needs of working adults. As technology continues to improve, distance education will likely become more personalized, allowing learners to study at their own pace while still receiving guidance and support. This is basically the same as my answer. The details that ChatGPT mentioned are all the many different ways of integrating DE into regular educational institutions, not just for DE. I do agree with all the points raised and believe that with the help of AI, DE would easily be integrated in a regular classroom. DE itself would be more effective. With the speed at which AI develops, we'd probably have more unexpected advantages with the integration of AI in distance education in the near future. To conclude, Gen AI should be viewed as a cognitive partner within our existing systems, not a replacement for them. The future of distance education depends on our ability to use AI to increase flexibility and interaction while holding onto the intentional, systematic design that makes our field unique. We aren't just delivering information, we are facilitating a pedagogical transformation. Here are the references used in this presentation. Thank you for your time.